Oh, okay. Well, we've got the predictions in from our lads. We've already heard it as well from Kronovi. Guys, take it away.
Well, Turtle, you were literally one step away from being right with your Rogue Omelet prediction
Yeah,
yesterday.
one step. That's it.
So maybe you're onto something, but I'm doing a hard overcorrection here.
Right.
It's the only way to go.
You
So
have
we're
to go
gonna
the
get game
opposite
one.
way now. You have to
Yeah.
redeem yourselves. Yeah, I like the strategy. I like the strategy.
Right. I do hard turns. I'm not about, gradually bringing
Right.
things back. That's not me. I'm 100-0 Turtle. Game one. Underway.
You gotta hit that 180, just like Plot Twist really have to hit a 180 with these games lately, because against E United they brought it to game 5. It was a close one. They barely ended up taking that series. Then against Space Station, they really didn't manage to improve that much. They did take one game away. They didn't get swept. Still nothing to really congratulate yourself about, because at the end of the day, you pretty much got beat out in every aspect of the game from Space Station, who aren't even looking that good this tournament. So I think this first game is going to speak a lot to how we're going to see mostly the performance from Plot Twist.
Already you're seeing a couple of solid touches from Atomic coming out of his own half, but Envy still haven't been able to get out of the blue half as, well, they're trying to work around this Plot Twist team, but something that really plagued Envy in their series against Omelet was they just were not ready for the aggression from Omelet. They had started to figure it out, but then just the physical play, not only the physical play, but the positioning from Omelet had really just, the Envy just didn't have an answer for it overall, and now they're forced on defense again. Plot Twist started out with some strong pressure, but it is a booming clear. That's probably what you're going to see a lot of, is Taroko really speedy in midfield, cutting off a lot of counterattacks.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Omelet really against Envy was that they were very comfortable with positioning themselves, like you said, in the enemy's half. I think they liked getting in front of almost every single player that was on Envy's side. So let's see if Plot Twist actually incorporate any of that, because I don't think a defensive style against Envy is going to bode well for them whatsoever. They need to kind of match that aggression that Omelet were doing if they want to have an advantage.
Sosa, he was looking for Mektos, but it wasn't even close. Now, a give and go. It's a bouncer shot. Turbo tried to recorrect. Mektos picked up the save. Envy were threatening, but now they're all in mass retreat. Atomic grabs the boost, now the ball, and stops the attack for now from Plot Twist, but that challenge right there will slow things down, and hopping right in front is Sosa, but another booming clear for Envy will clear out some space.
I've been watching Miss rotations too. Seems a bit all over the place. He is the most aggressive going for demos. We just saw him get one there. But a couple of misses on defense, a little bit uncharacteristic. We expect Miss to be much more consistent with a lot of these clears, so let's see if he can pick this one up. Otherwise, Plot Twist, they're going to keep with this possession that they have so well, and Mist is alone in defense. That's two players up for the ball. Mekto's the fake. It doesn't work out, and somehow Envy get out of that.
A slight miscommunication by Plot Twist. Missed receiving a pass. All Envy can do are boom it and wait in midfield. Turbo Pulsa, to commit again from Plot Twist, leaving Sosa the lone man back, but he's able to mass clear the ball by a little bit of time. Mekto's forced to use pretty much everything in the tank to get back to that ball, and now Plot Twist are sitting with low boost. Mekto's using the rest of his to get the save. Taroko and Sosa. Next up, Sosa, now he's just booming the ball to try to clear it out. Plot Twist in a really tough spot. Missed. Could not complete the shot on the flip reset, and Mektos will pinch it away. Finally, some space for Plot Twist.
That was some really good defense from Mektos. You saw Mist had a lot of space, even went for the flip reset, but Mektos called his bluff the whole time he was traveling towards the ball, got the 50, and then carried it out. Clears on the side of Plot Twist. Very, very impressive. They're finding a teammate, even midfield passes like that, putting Envy in dangerous situations. You got to think sometime that this defense is going to break, especially when we see double commits on their side that we just witnessed.
Flip from Mektos, but we'll have to rely on his second man, who just got blown apart. Now Atomic in a one-on-one. Sosa pitches it over one, and he makes the second touch. Well, if, what Luke is to Omelet, Sosa is to Plot Twist.
Yeah, definitely.
He just makes, standing touch after great challenge, wherever he is on the pitch. Taroko couldn't quite grab the save, though, and Turbo Pulsar grabs the rebound for a goal.
No matter how much possession, pressure, and offense you can force forward, if your defense can't hit basic clears like that from Taroko, you are going to throw away this first game. You need to make a hit there. A very fortunate instance for Envy as they end up getting one up. And it seemed like this was, so far, Plot Twist game to win. But now it's on the other side. Envy take the lead, and we've got 42 seconds left.
There's a nice bump from Mektos to give Sosa a look. And he does pick up the ball again. But Plot Twist, they have to approach this carefully. Mektos, maybe not. You just throw your face into the ball and win 2 challenges. Sosa just got dumped.
Missed there in the midfield, doing everything. You can see, if you get a bump on defense on that third man, it is so effective because it opens up such a good lane for counterattacks.
Oh, if Mektos had put that a little closer to Sosa, I think Sosa has that shot. Instead, it's sent away again by Envy. And now Plot Twist
still a chance
time here in game 1. Mektos, he's been sitting on 0 boost this entire
That's
game.
50, Taroko.
And back to Sosa. Shot is, oh, it's off the crossbar. Taroko is forced to wait for Turbo Pulsa. He finds the touch off the corner. Next is Mektos. Shots on. Dunked down by Atomic. And Envy take game 1.
And I'm a bit surprised, too, there. We saw it was Sosa that went for it, but I called out Taroko's name because I had seen both of them approach that ball for a shot. And Sosa didn't really have that nice of an angle to hit it far post. Meanwhile, Taroko did. So maybe if Sosa left that one. Either way, Plot Twist lurking for that buzzer beater goal. And like we talked about, you know, this did seem, at least in my eyes, like a game for Plot Twist to win because they had all that pressure, better midfield passes as well. So Jorby,
Yeah,
I mean, what even happened?
I felt like, yeah, I mean, I felt like near the end there, like in that last minute, Mektos, I was sitting on his cam for a little while, and he was forced to play on his half of the field, and he never had any boost. He had to constantly pick up small pads, and he was never, like, there were positions when he was second man, where if he had boost, then Plot Twist would have actually been able to clear the ball and move down the field, but the boost kept getting stolen away from him, and I felt like that was a big portion of their struggles in that last minute. So in game 2, we'll see if they can recreate some of the pressure that they had early on. They need more quality opportunities.
Yeah, and I mean, I think all the way from when Mist actually left the Pittsburgh Knights to go to the other team, as Turbo is going to interrupt me here, he's going to get the first goal. Pretty standard here. You can see nice plays in the corner. Nobody actually from defense challenging. Mektos actually opted to stay in the net instead of force himself out. A bit of an awkward choice there. What do you think? Do you think he made the right decision actually staying in net?
No, he missed it by an inch. The ball, it was good power up against the crossbar, so Mektos was going to have to, you know, outskill him on that, and he just couldn't. I don't think it was the worst decision, but I just think, you know, Envy took advantage of it, or Mist took advantage, if you will. Here, shot on, and Turbo got just a piece of it. Atomic falls on top, but Mektos trying to find a bump. No space. Sosa cutting off the attack. Actually finds back to Mektos. Back to Sosa. Challenge broken up. Turbo next here. He wins the 50. Pretty clean, and Envy are out.
Mist being so aggressive. You see him take the corner boost again. And that's what I was kind of trying to talk about earlier, was whenever we saw him switch teams initially, back then it was Mist, I believe, going to the Ghost roster. He said he wanted to play a lot more offense. He said he wanted to get more aggressive. And we definitely have been seeing that play style here. He has been constantly infiltrating the corners, taking the boost, being aggressive, and also getting demos on that third man rotation whenever his team is stuck on defense. So Mist, super aggression from him. You love to see it.
And right now, Envy, all 3 of them were in the attacking corner. They spread out a little bit. Atomic trying to slow the assault in midfield. The Mist will carry this ball around the corner. Plot Twist. A couple of key challenges to keep the ball locked in Envy territory, but Turbo's past him now. Sosa forced to manage a clear. Atomic's going to wait, and Sosa will utilize that space to find Taroko, who wanted Mektos, but it's barely taken away by Mist. Turbo on the counter. It's open. Just put it on Atomic. Mektos diving stop, and now Taroko's got the ball in the corner. Carrying against Mist. He stops it. Atomic.
Oh
no! Atomic own goal! Oh no!
Atomic, he tried his best, man. Look at him, he flipped, and then the timing was so unfortunate. It hit the bottom of his car. You know what? That is one of the most impressive own goals I think I've seen. To his credit, that's pretty nice.
Now his flip wasn't quite bang on. So gift given by Envy, and poor Turbo is the last man in net, and he's been Turbo's been on the own goal meme for a while, and Atomic could take this one.
I mean, I'm sure Turbo's probably not even mad. He's like, you know what? I've been there before, brother. I know how.
It's cool, man. It's cool. Well, Atomic picks up another save. And a nice challenge from Atomic. Put his Octane up long to square up against the ball, but here's Sosa carrying. Turbo pulls the last man back, and Turbo plays it out to the corner. Nektos flipping out after he took the boost, but Atomic's approach good enough to get it out towards midfield. Envy have done a great job shutting down Plot Twist. Since the opening half in Game 1, Turtle, Plot Twist really haven't been able to mount any amount of pressure that Envy haven't given them willingly.
Yeah, towards the first half of the first game, it felt like Plot Twist were really pushing forward, much more dominant, had a lot more of the boost control, but ever since Envy, like you said, to your point, in between those 60 seconds, once Envy started taking a lot more boost pads, getting aggressive, we've seen Mist as well start to pick it up whenever he starts to go forward. It has been a completely different game, a shift in not only possession, but also play styles for these teams. So Plot Twist, they need to figure something else out here. They've got 1 minute and 36 seconds. It does look like Envy are going to be the ones to get this going. As I say that, Atomic, he's got so much space in the air. He gets the air dribble follow-up, and they go up 2-1.
Yeah, everybody on Plot Twist was diving towards the ball. Nobody was in position for a 50. They got cleanly beat on each touch. First it was Mist after, I believe it was Sosa who dove at it, over to Atomic, and then it was Nektos who ended up diving. And it leads to an Envy goal. They caught them just out of spot. They found the gap. The time's starting to tick down now for Plot Twist. Nektos works that clear, but the rebound comes off the backboard here. Plot Twist a chance, and the carries just haven't worked. Atomic hops on another one, and Turbo will continue to pressure.
Lots of space was given up right there to Envy. You can see the positioning from the defense of Plot Twist was very, very close together. They need to push themselves apart from each other more, and it's leading to more opportunities on the side of Envy. Lots of space given there. Even think back to that Atomic goal where he was able to get the follow-up double touch from the air dribble. So situations like that really should never arise. You need somebody challenging.
And Mist pulled off of that challenge. Nektos was expecting him to be there, but then pulled off, forced Nektos off the ball. Now Sosa, last man back. Atomic waiting to see where he's going to go. Nektos taking out the second man. Can't win the 50 against Atomic, but it was good enough to buy time for Taroko. Sosa downfield, got taken out of the play, and it'll be a dead ball for Plot Twist.
Nice touch there from Turbo. But I love Taroko there being aggressive and forcing him to go for that. That's what I'm talking about when I say you have to challenge early on and make sure you don't give him aerial space, because then it's going to lead to an easier clear for your teammate. But no, a 1v2 situation from Taroko. What a pinch across the net.
Ooh, and a pass to Sosa.
Is that it?
It's on, but Mist takes it out. Here's Taroko. He wants to keep it in the air. Mist. Oh, and Nektos backflips. He can't catch it. Yeah, he might have actually caught it had Sosa not jumped on it. But now Envy, it's a 2-game lead. One more sends them on and sends Plot Twists out of this tournament.
Oh, man. And you know what? Throughout the entire qualifier, I loved the passing out of Plot Twist the most. You know, I've been kind of talking about their defense and the fact that they aren't too spaced out, but the thing on offense, really throughout the qualifiers, was their synergy in the midfield. They were passing, Jordan. Remember all those games in qualifiers? They were looking so clean throughout the entire qualifier experience. So we haven't really seen any of that against the top level teams. Maybe they're a little bit too nervous or too anxious to pass and go for that risky play just because you're up against, you know, experienced players like Envy.
Well, I don't feel like they really had a lot of space to, and one thing that I think really hampered them was that, you know, Envy were utilizing the space that they had to not always dribble the ball, but to control the ball, keep it close. And the predictions from Plot Twist, they were either biting a little too early or they weren't biting early enough. And it's like they just can't find the read right now against Envy. Like I continue to watch like Nektos and Taroko, and they're constantly a step behind Envy in the flow. They have to find a way to match their pace, or they're never going to win any of these touches. Here's the great start for Sosa and company as Plot Twist finally get on the board. Their first goal that wasn't gifted by Envy.
Yeah. Well, you said they're a step behind, but after this kickoff, you know they were planning that multiple steps in advance. A nice little 50 that goes off the wall, opens up a shot. The first one was off. that makes the second follow-up that much easier. So Plot Twist, this is the start that they need to get back into this series. This is where they can make a difference and start to at least build some momentum.
Envy, plenty of space for Turbopolsa, and he easily weaves around Mektos. Almost got around Sosa. It was good enough for Mist, though. Taroko barely getting a touch against Turbopolsa. Envy locking it down right now. Feeling pressure. Atomic bumping Mektos out of the way. That's going to slow down any sort of break for Plot Twist.
Ceiling Turbo.
Ceiling shot. Woo! That's the Turbo special right there. Just let it bump off the top of his hood. Saved by Taroko. Couldn't quite find it. Missed another shot, but wide out, taken around by Sosa. Envy is a textbook rotation right now. Atomic attempted a back pass, but Mektos couldn't really do much with the ball just to get it set up for Sosa. And Sosa's gonna let Turbo take. And nothing materializes for Plot Twist Turtle.
Right, and what is the defensive pinch that somehow ended up going on the side of Plot Twist? But then I was going to mention, you look at the difference in creativeness, really, with mechanics. I've seen Turbo. We saw him go off the ceiling, multiple attempts with different types of shooting. And I think that has been the difference maker to keep Plot Twist constantly on their toes. They have to change up how they're defending. But the approach for Plot Twist on offense has been the same every time. Envy are pretty much fine, like you said, kind of slotting into this very routine and very simplistic rotation as Mist gets a nutty save off the post.
That was sick. He slapped that in the corner. No way, he said. That was awesome.
That's frustrating to Plot Twist. They haven't gotten much attempts, and the one they do, Mist is there.
And Mist flips it by another Plot Twist car. Takes their boost away. Forces Taroko to hurry up, but Taroko did pick up the save. Here's space for Plot Twist. How do they use it? Mektos got under it. One more for the flip reset. Mektos splash play. 2 goals for Plot Twist.
Mektos, I wanted to see more creativity out of them, and what better way to show me that than this flip reset? He faked out the first defender in the air and got the clean flip into the ball. That's how it's done. 2 up for Plot Twist. Oh baby, that was nice.
And now Plot Twist have woken up. Back in it. Here's Sosa. He's been trying to carry the ball down the field with every single touch he gets. This time he sets up Mektos. Dumps another one against the back wall. Sosa trying to set something up. Taroko diving, forcing the defender up. Now it's Mektos. Mektos. Control. He got another flip reset, but couldn't get back to the ball in time. Taroko barely getting back for the save. Missed getting the read, but he doesn't have enough boost. Still Envy are back on offense. Turbo. Next up. Around the corner and just too far back was Atomic. Now racing back is Mist. Does he have to save? No! Mektos tried to get around Mist and he ended up hitting the crossbar. Turbo, walk it home. Mist got in the way and no goal for Envy.
It was just not fast enough. Turbo, you saw on the possession, he was dribbling all the way down from his defensive end. And he tried to wrap around the ball because he knew the spawn was going to happen just a little bit too early. He couldn't get a free net. Tried to wrap himself around it, get a better shot, more power. And it took too long. So now they're one chance to get back. A minute and a half. They're going to want another chance. They can't get it.
Well, they may get one here shortly. Missed, though. Plot Twist worked right around him. Turbo pinches it out, but missed. He's collateral. And now Atomic has to work this ball out. And it slows down a little bit for Envy here. Mektos stealing the ball away. Mektos has looked a lot better in this game. Games 1 and 2, he felt lost on the pitch. He wasn't able to find boost. Constantly forced the third man. He had to manage how he was approaching the ball. But this time, he's been much more aggressive. He's found more boost. And Plot Twist are hanging on to this 2-goal lead, but it can swing like a drop of a hat. As Mektos keeps another clear every one at this point, there's more time off the clock and more survival time for Plot Twist. Atomic and Mist, downfield, back to Mist, the shot. Oh, it bounced off the corner. Atomic, it's slow but good. And Envy are back in it.
The dynamic passing play in the corner. Atomic out to Mist. Mist with a banger of a shot. Out to Atomic with stunning accuracy. That was a very clean passing play. You know, I think they should have really put another one on the board because we think back to that open net miss from Turbo where he didn't know what to do with it. but there's still 35 seconds left. That's the best way to
Got the
do
boost.
it. And
Double
oh,
tap.
no way,
Oh,
Turbo.
no. He didn't get it on target. Sosa's taken out of the play. It's a 3v2 effectively. Atomic off the
double.
backboard, taken away by Sosa. Turbo Pulsa's up next. Gets the read once, gets the read twice, but where's the help? Nowhere to be found. Taroko got the clear. Atomic will try to pitch it back downfield again. Sosa trying to waste as much time as possible. Here comes Mist, barely getting the ball past him. The ball still high up in the air. Mektos had the clear. He's still behind the ball. Puts it up high. Double commit from Envy,
Still up.
and Plot Twist are surviving in this series. It drops in front of Turbo. We head to game 4.
I saw a pinch unfolding between my eyes. I don't know. Turbo was carrying that ball across on the defense.
That would have been.
I thought maybe.
I don't
maybe
know.
We would have seen the
Look,
best
we
pinch
saw
ever.
a midair pass, ceiling pre-flip shot yesterday.
Yeah.
Turtle. I don't know if I could handle a pinch 0-second
No.
goal. Okay,
I wanted to see that, bro. That
you want to see that?
I saw it
but-
lining up perfectly, but that would have been something else. Envy, if they have to rely on cross-map pinches, that's how you know Plot Twist. We're really in their bag this game. It felt like they really stepped it up, and like you said, with Mektos, flip resets, creativity, compared to Envy, who were very flat.
Yeah, actually utilizing the space that they had.
Yeah,
And when
100%.
they were given space, they actually had boost to do something with it. But Mektos did take the about 3/4 of the pitch to get everything set up.
Yeah.
Despite Envy's efforts, I thought Envy played a pretty solid game. I just thought Plot Twist finally started matching the pace.
Yeah, I mean, they are at least making use of these opportunities, which is what we've expected this whole time after seeing what they had in store from the qualifiers. So I think they're starting to play at that pace, that expectation with mechanics, not only on offense, but both on defense. So let's see if Envy have a response for them. It's still match point for Envy. Not too much sweating occurring yet. But you know if this gets forced to game 5, Turbo is going to be drenched.
Plot Twist trying to pull their best omelet in this series right now. Envy are making it difficult. Turbo, light shot.
what a
That's
shot!
in North America. Turbo, we call that a change-up. That's a goal.
This is such a sensational finish.
Boop.
Words can't describe how beautiful that is, because Turbo, most of the time in Rocket League, everything is so fast-paced. Turbo decides, I'm just gonna sneeze a little bit on this ball, change the trajectory just a little bit, and it's gonna slide in.
Well,
Less is more, Torby.
he's sneezing all over the ball. We might want to get some tissues. Atomic, back over to Mist. And Atomic's going to stay on the ground. Mist will get that boost, so this is going to be a situation where Plot Twist want a good clear. They actually get it. As Turbo takes that ball out. Very long path from Taroko to Mektos. They're just kind of hanging on in midfield right now. Oh, Taroko getting back to his own touch. And Atomic getting harassed by Taroko. That's something that Taroko did well yesterday, too, I thought. Bumps demos, something that's a regular part of his routine around the arena. But Plot Twist, nothing really threatening right now against Envy.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking of having somebody to go for those physical plays, somebody to be aggressive in that annoying playstyle that we always talk about it, because in the new meta, you need to have somebody who is going for demos, and a close shot there from Plot Twist. But like I said, I want to see somebody from Plot Twist fit into that role, be more annoying. I have not really noticed anybody, besides Mektos' great shooting and flip resets, nobody wants to step up into that role of aggressor.
Well, I do feel like Sosa has continually tried to carry the ball and then force a favorable 50 for his team. Taroko got in front, takes the ball out, and forced a poor clear initially out of Mist.
Oh, it's open.
Oh, and Turbo, easy redirects for Turbo all day. Now, slow and steady wins the race for Envy.
Wow, what a flip there from Mist. Whenever he caught that ball, he kept it close enough so that he could clear it out. Normally, on defense, you expect to see somebody just bang it right away, but Mist kept that one close. It was a risky play, because if he lost the 50, it could have gone completely the other way, but Mist made it work just barely. Turbo's just lurking on the other side. What a defensive play, and a really good display of control from Mist.
Envy, we call it, Shogun said it about Turbo earlier. He's just efficient. And efficient he is all day. 2 goals and an assist this time. Easy clear, downfield. Gets or forces Mektos up into the air early.
Yeah.
And it's an easy goal for Atomic. Envy. I say efficient, Turtle. They're 3 goals on 4 shots. It don't get much better than that.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. That goal, nobody even wanted to challenge. That was like reminiscent of season 1 or 2. And look at 2 players harassing Mist. What? You got to get a restraining order, Mist. What is this?
He said, "This is my net now." You see?
Oh, no.
Nope. Get out,
bro.
Mist. This isn't yours. This is Plot Twist Party now.
What do you do? What do you do when 2 players are trying to demo you? That is
You pray.
the worst sight to have in front of you as
Turbo.
the last man back.
I mean, if you're gonna get back in it, that's the way to do it. Here's Turbo. I thought Taroko might have had a play there for a second. But this is a good set for Plot Twist. There's a lot of time for them still. And now they're going consistently more for bumps and demos. Turbo tried to hop the route. Mektos wins it, pulls off the ball, forced everybody to stay back. Atomic barely picking up the save, but they can't get another threatening shot opportunity just yet as Atomic keeps the ball close. Can he get the clear? Well, Turbo, that's a very quick follow-up from Turbo to give Envy possession back in Plot Twist territory. Sosa rushing
Big
for the
miss.
play. Turbo setting Atomic, and Plot Twist flying around left and right, scrambled the Jets and got burned.
Oh, and they're just folding under pressure. Plot Twist, 2 giant clears that could have came out. Both defenders missed their opportunities, and now we've just got Envy mopping the floor with them. It was so easy. If you see those mistakes coming out against Envy, a team who is a little bit more defensive, not as aggressive, they are ready to punish.
Missed the read, but taken away. Did not have it. Envy just winning every single touch. Turbo has been in the correct spot
Yeah,
every single time in this game.
you're right.
He
Efficient.
He is the conductor of this train in Game 4, Turtle. Sosa, hard cut. Wants to keep it close against Atomic, but he couldn't get back to the ball for the 50, and Turbo's downfield to put more pressure on. Oh, and he almost scored, but couldn't quite get past him. Turbo, a threat anywhere he is on the pitch right now.
That was a smart play, too, to waste so much time. If you take that ball down, you're slowing multiple avenues of players to just slow their play down. And it's really smart from Turbo as well to make sure that you can get a solid 50 afterwards and waste even more valuable seconds. 34 left on the clock. Plot Twist playstyle has been depleting. We haven't seen any aggression. Where's the flip resets from Mektos? Any aggression, any possession, it's just not there.
It is not. Turbo, another catch, and it's a 2v1 the other way. Turbo flips it up. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Turbo's no exception. It's a 5-goal stomp.
The train conductor himself, baby. Nice little flick over. The defense still in shambles on the side of Plot Twist. And, you know, there's nothing to take away from this series other than the fact that Envy are just very, very solid with their fundamentals. We haven't seen anything that's insane, but it's the efficiency, Jorby, that I think really is the key to their game.
And Sosa can't get a goal for the road. The net, one more to beat. Can Mist pick up the last one, do a victory lap around the arena. Envy take down Plot Twist with 2 seconds remaining, or really effectively way earlier than that. And Turtle, guess what, my guy? Guess what?
What?
Your prediction was correct.
Let's go!
Envy in 4. Missed one more? No, he doesn't get it. No, we go for the Brazil, right? Sportsmanship.
Brazil, baby.
Yes!
You got
Coordinated, choreographed. Welcome.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Welcome
Yes,
to the
this
Envy
wasn't-
Air Show.
This wasn't
presented
the Brazil.
by Plot Twist.
I'm confused, Jorby. You confused me. But Envy, they're going on to face Rogue right now in the next losers semifinals matchup. It will be a nail-biting series. I mean, after what you saw here, do you think Envy have the upper hand whatsoever against Rogue? I don't think so, honestly.
You know, Rocket League's not a transitive game, and every matchup is different. I don't know how Rogue are going to look against Envy. I thought Rogue were going to walk all over Omelet. That didn't happen. That was a close set. I don't
know,
doubt
man.
that Rogue Envy will be any closer. It's certainly a match you do not want to miss. We got one more match left for today, and then we're done, and then we move on to tomorrow, but not just yet. Get up, stretch, go to the bathroom, go get a snack, go get yourself the Monster Energy that I told you to buy yesterday, guys. Monster Energy sponsored this event for Beyond the Summit. We thank them so much. Monster Energy here to stay, and so are we. We'll be back after the break.